Republican race, Donald Trump slamming Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker, who supports Ted Cruz, attacking Walker's record on jobs and the economy.
The fact is you're doing very mediocre. Wisconsin is a much different place. You know, you're losing a lot of jobs. You're not going up. You're going sideways. You're very average compared to your neighboring states. You're right in the middle, which is fine.
Former Massachusetts Senator Scott Brown supports Donald Trump. He is a Fox News contributor, and Wisconsin Congressman Glenn Grothman supports Ted Cruz. So it's great to have you both on the program today. Let me start with you, Congressman, because you are in the heart of it there in Wisconsin. How do you think this thing plays out today?
I think Ted Cruz is going to do very well. I think Wisconsin voters, like voters nationwide, have had it with the establishment. I think Ted Cruz has been known over a period of years as being a very anti-establishment senator. He has a proven record on immigration. He has a proven record on spending less. He has a proven record on privacy. And I think for those reasons, Ted Cruz is going to win in Wisconsin today. Plus, Wisconsin voters are kind of down to earth. They don't go for, they don't go for Donald Trump's bragging about how much money he has or belittling his opponents. I think that's going to hurt him too, at least in this part of the country.
Well, I'm from Minnesota, so I understand those Midwestern sensibilities, but I want to give the senator a chance to respond to that. Senator Brown?
Well, first of all, I spent a lot of time in Wisconsin, did the National Triathlon Championships, treated very well, wonderful, wonderful state, went to the Wisconsin State Fair. There are great people in Wisconsin. And the back and forth between the governor and Donald Trump is nothing I didn't expect because, remember, it was Donald Trump that forced Scott Walker, who I am very close with, was planning on supporting, out of the race. And then it was Scott Walker's, effort to say, hey, listen, we have to stop Donald Trump. So it got personal a long time ago. To see it carried on now, it's not really surprising. In terms of the job creation, every state in this country is losing jobs, and that's why Donald Trump is appealing to a lot of folks. And quite frankly, Ted Cruz should win because of the onslaught from the establishment, which is now backing Ted Cruz, and the talk show hosts and everybody coming after Donald Trump. He should get crushed tonight, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, a lot of the radio hosts there, conservative, have supported Ted Cruz. Take a look at this Quinnipiac poll, though. This really shows the anger that Americans are feeling right now. Here's the question. Need a leader willing to do or say anything to solve America's problems. All voters say 53%, yeah, we need somebody like that. Republicans, 68%. Trump supporters, Congressman, 84%.
Well, I think in the past, the mainstream politicians have let people down. Like I said, Ted Cruz isn't a mainstream politician, and we don't really know what we're going to get with Donald Trump. I mean, his past history, if you hear him in the debates, if you hear him in his town hall, he's kind of short on specifics. I think that's one of the reasons why Ted Cruz will pull through. I think the last really establishment candidate in the race is John Kasich. I don't think John Kasich is going to do very well tonight at all.
Okay, let's look at another one of these questions about the anger Americans are feeling. The government has gone too far in assisting minority groups. Do you agree with that or not? All voters, 45%, say yep. Republicans, 72%. Democrats, 18%. Trump supporters, 80%. Senator, what does that say?
Well, first of all, it says that people need to be treated the same and equally. And the president, through his executive orders, as he's doing again today, and through the pen, has put people who are here illegally ahead of people that have been actually following the law. And Gretchen, just to kind of step back for a minute, my question to the congressman is, let's just say it's not Ted Cruz, who now the establishment is supporting reluctantly, because you know he only has been there 3 years. He's done virtually nothing in the Senate. He doesn't have a record really either. So they're both people that don't have a really good records. If, in fact, it's Donald Trump, is the congressman going to get his team behind Donald Trump? Because otherwise it's going to be a President Hillary Clinton. Then we have no ambassadors, no cabinet secretaries, no judicial picks. We're going to lose all those things. That's a great question. I mean, that's it. That's the bottom line. That's your choice.
I've been on record as saying I would support Donald Trump if he becomes our nominee. However, I think to say Ted Cruz doesn't have a record is ridiculous. He has a well-known record. He's been one of the most outspoken senators up there. I do think we do have to the question was on minorities, and really the government doesn't distinguish between minorities and non-minorities a great deal. I suppose the question comes down to affirmative action, which is very pervasive in our society.
Or illegal immigration,
probably too pervasive.
All right.
Yes. And on illegal immigration as well, right?
Yeah,
it is time we had somebody, not another Bush Republican, but somebody who will stand up and enforce our immigration laws.
Well, I think it's fascinating because both Cruz and Trump are technically outsiders. we'll see how this plays out tonight in Wisconsin. Senator, Congressman, thank you.
Thank you.